Rolling.
Hey.
So, we've been learning that a lot of our students are feeling Zoom exhausted. And, we're getting kind of messages that students are not happy with being in college on a remote level. This virtual thing is really starting to get to them. So I think that there are ways that we could make the best of this moment and figure out how to make Zoom work better for us.
Well, I think the first thing that as a student they need to do is to to do a schedule. These are the classes that I register for. There is no other option but do it online. So set your mind in doing an online schedule and stick with it. You get up, you take a shower, you eat breakfast, you change your clothes, because sometimes we're at home on our bed in pajamas. So I think that whole setting, it's not helpful either. So you have to get up, get dressed, get a shower, clean yourself up, and just assume that you're going to be in class, but instead of being in person, people are watching you on a camera or on a screen.
So act like you're going to school at BMCC and you're in person. Act as if. The only thing that we have to do is maybe don't put on shoes.
I think that one of the tips that I would give is give yourself a space where that's the only space that you work at. Once you leave that space, you don't work anymore. Once you leave that space, you are somewhere else, right? But whenever you go back to the space, you're focused. You're not anywhere else but in that space, working, doing your schoolwork, whatever it is that you need to work on.
So find a space in your home, in your apartment, wherever it is, that's kind of like your station. I set up, for me, a Zoom station. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but then you gotta troubleshoot, right?
Absolutely. I think routines really help us kind of stay focused and centered. But every now and then you also want to kind of break that routine, but for a good reason. Not break that routine by not going to class, but break that routine by changing from your usual Zoom station to just maybe pick up a notebook and your phone, and if you have some access to any park, like a front yard or a backyard or a balcony or anything, make it work for yourself. Be creative about finding places that can kind of strike some change, get some fresh air. If you can incorporate that, if you have the space, if you can go to a nearby park and be safe, then that's definitely one way to also go about it.
So let's talk about the Zoom features. There's some ways to make this fun, right? If you're in presentation mode, let's say the professor put on a PowerPoint presentation, that to me is a perfect time to turn off your video and just pay attention to the presentation. Let the professor run through the presentation, listen to the comments. When you come out of presentation, come back into the video mode, because that makes the class experience more interesting in my experience. I find it more difficult to stay focused when students or the participants have blank screens. And nobody is here really to look at how beautiful you look, or if your makeup is perfect, or if you're wearing the right clothes. Nobody really cares about that. I just want to make sure that my people are in the room and that we take the time to experience the moment and participate in such a way that it's going to help me remember this discussion.
We had one class, the writing class, every student had their camera on, versus my business class students didn't have as many cameras. And oftentimes the professor would just end up keep on talking for the whole time with the business class where the cameras are off, versus the writing class, the students were very engaged because they had their cameras on. But I think it's up to us students as well to really try to contribute to the conversation. It makes a huge difference for you, your colleagues, everyone, the professor even.
If you're in person in a classroom and you got to go to the bathroom, you get up and go to the bathroom. Well, here you turn off your video and go to the bathroom. Here, and then come back in, right? Here you turn off your video and get a quick snack, get something, water, something to keep you. Hydration is one of the most important things during this Zoom environment, I have to tell you.
Drinking water is essential. And what I also would do, one of my techniques was to, like, between the breaks that you would get, or between the classes, not only would I do lunch and stuff, but I would just go out. I have a small mat, like a yoga mat, and I would just go out into the living room where I have more space, and I would stretch. I would do like a quick 5-10 minute stretching session. Nothing crazy. I'm not like I don't even know how to do yoga, but I would just stretch whatever I knew from high school, you know. I would do a couple stretches, right, and that would make all the difference in waking me up, kind of revitalizing, letting the blood flow all around your body, back to your brain. It makes a huge difference. These little things can really help you.
You have to stay hydrated. Otherwise, you're going to start feeling groggy. You're going to start feeling like, I'm not interested. You kind of start getting hangry. There's a thing called now thrangy, thirst, hunger, angry. So thrangy, because we need to be hydrated. So turn your video off, get a glass of water, come back in and refocus, because it's so easy to lose focus and momentum, and it's too easy. It's an excuse to complain that, oh, this is so difficult, I can't do it, I don't want to do it. The minute you keep saying in here, I can't, then you won't. You have to start saying, I can. It's going to be difficult, but I can. I could do this. Say to yourself, I can do this. I don't love it, but I have to do this. When you say I can't and I don't want to, you shut yourself down. Switch it in the opposite direction. So let's talk a little bit about our YouTube channel.
We're launching it. We have some content coming for you guys. It's going to be really exciting. We're excited to bring that to you. There's a lot of ideas floating around. All the staff is in on it, and we want you to get engaged. We want you to come in and join us so that we can keep that conversation going and hopefully help you with whatever tools we have here at College Discovery.
So we're going to give you the link, and we need you to subscribe. We want to make our YouTube channel like TikTok. Big, beautiful, bright, lots of subscribers. You're going to meet other CUNY Sikh students in there. This team here is amazing. But you won't know if you don't come and check it out. So come to the virtual desk, start there, and then you'll subscribe to our YouTube. Then you'll do all the other things that we're
right. I mean, absolutely, get connected. You know, our virtual desk is open 12 to 5 right now in the winter. The schedules are always posted.
The other thing is, you don't even have to have a reason to come to the virtual desk. Just if you're feeling a little bit out and blue, come to the virtual desk. Last thing I want to say is that it is the beginning of a new year. So you get a chance now to wipe that whole slate brand new. Whatever you didn't do last year or the year before, this is the time to make the switch and make it happen. You know, we talk a lot about resolutions, and sometimes people make fun of it, but really a clean new year gives you a chance to think back and say, I want to do this thing different. It could be one thing. It could be 2, it could be 3. I have a list. One thing I haven't done lately is the cabinet shelves in my medicine cabinet. I need to clean those. So that's on my list of resolutions. So it could be as simple as that, in addition to reading some books that I have on the side. So make it a New Year's resolution to be the best student you can be, to work as hard as you can. Where you need help, click on the virtual desk, come in, tell us what's happening, and we'll see whatever we can do to help you move forward and get this done. We got you. Okay? Thank you, everybody. It's been a pleasure. See you at the virtual desk. 2021, be your best.
Your best. Drink water.
Or coffee. Or tea.
Or tea.
All right. Bye, everybody.